Hey, so are you like the majority of people in this world that struggle with not having enough energy? I know that I personally have struggled in the past with not having enough energy, living on a pot of coffee or more a day. Yes, that's right, a day. And in the last year and a half, I've personally been struggling with a battle with subclinical hypothyroidism and adrenal fatigue, which in turn has really been a struggle for energy. I mean, that is a day in, day out battle, right? And I know a lot of people actually have had similar experiences with thyroid issues and adrenal fatigue, maybe even not even diagnosed, but they are having symptoms and signs that they're not realizing that that's part of what they're dealing with, because it's a major struggle, energy is. And so today I wanted to share with you guys a little bit of info on natural energy boosters. Hey Adrienne, how's it going, girl? So I am going to be sharing a blog later on today that will have actually 12 different ideas of you being able to implement these things into your days to boost your energy naturally. By naturally, I mean not drinking a pot of coffee a day like I used to. So, today though, on this live, I'm going to go ahead and share with you a few of the tips that I am going to be sharing in the blog later on. The first one would be hydration. Believe it or not, when you're dehydrated, that is one of the first signs is fatigue. So it's not necessarily, that you're getting thirsty, which, by the way, if you are getting thirsty, that's another sign of dehydration, because by that point, you're already dehydrated. But being hydrated, it boosts your energy naturally because your body requires a lot of water in order to be able to do all of the functions that it needs to. And when it doesn't have enough water, it struggles. So that's where remaining hydrated is so super important. All right, another one is matcha. And some people might think, okay, matcha, what is matcha? It's like a green tea, and it is found in Japan. It's also found in China too, but I would strongly recommend to avoid that one because it's not really real matcha leaves. It's something else that they kind of created. It might actually be a matcha. They might actually call it matcha, but it's not the same as what you can get from Japan. And this particular tea, it doesn't process in your body the same as like regular teas. It will give you a longer sustained, more natural energy boost that will possibly even sustain for up to like 6 hours, according to research. And I know in my experience, I've struggled with anytime I have caffeine nowadays, it really bothers my body. I can't handle it very well, but having matcha, it doesn't do the exact same thing as like what coffees do or the black teas or things where it like boosts your energy level really fast and then it brings you crashing down. It's a more gradual up and then it sustains you and then gradually comes down. So matcha is a really great option. Another thing are adaptogen herbs. Adaptogen herbs, for example, there's like maca, ginseng, ashwagandha, holy basil. Holy basil. There's many of them, but adaptogen herbs, basically when you're putting those also into your daily use, it helps your body to deal with stress, anxiety. It helps your body to be able to adapt to all of the stressors that are going on in your day, which you may not even realize. I'm not just talking about the stress that maybe your wife, husband, kids, or coworkers are causing for you. I'm talking about the stresses of like chemicals in your water, chemicals in the air that you're breathing, in your foods. those things that may be stressing your body that you're not even realizing are actually going on, the adaptogen herbs help your body to be able to cope with that and help boost your energy naturally. Another thing is exercise, which seems very counterproductive because you think, okay, I'm going to exert myself and this is going to give me more exercise. How is this even possible, right? Well, when you're doing a light to moderate exercise, which means you're bringing your heart rate up light to moderate amounts, you are actually like promoting energy in your body, because sometimes being sedentary really just kind of depletes your energy. But then when you start to move, it's like kind of like priming the pump. You're getting the movement going so that you can in turn, feel more energetic to do more movement. And you might find that when you do a more strenuous form of exercise, that you feel really tired afterwards when you first start. And that is very natural. But what will happen is over time that like initial tiredness will kind of go away, and you will just feel the natural energy like you would from a light to moderate exercise too. Plus it just boosts your energy throughout the rest of the day. I know for me, it's like my go-to coffee. I drag my behind downstairs to do a workout because I'm like really tired and don't feel like doing anything. But then after I do my workout, I feel energized and ready to take on the rest of the day. All right, another one is getting good sleep, which I covered sleep on one of these other natural remedy blog vlogs that I did. And so if you're struggling with sleep, that is, maybe go back to one of my previous blogs about that. You can find that at beverlyschlag.com. But it talks about tips on how to help you go to sleep and sustain sleep better throughout the night. Because what you want to be able to do is get anywhere from 7 to 9 hours of sleep at night on average. And this is because you need that physically for your body to be able to do that. So that it can do all of the things that it needs to do, so it can detox those chemicals out of your body that it needs to, and toxins, and so that it can make any repairs that it needs to your body, which is super important. Okay, and the last one that I'm going to share with you, which is actually number 6 out of the 12 that I'll have in the blog, but it is eating whole foods. And whole foods meaning not refined foods, not foods that are going to be taxing for your body to have to digest, which when we are eating processed foods that contain chemicals and things like that, our body has a harder time digesting those foods and knowing what to do with the chemicals that we're putting into it. So that becomes a bit of an issue for your body, which you don't even realize that it's struggling with, right? All right, so as I said, that was just 6 out of the 12 that I'm sharing in my blog that I'm going to post later on today. And if you have liked or commented on this video, when I post the blog link later on, I'll also post it into the comments of this video, so you won't have to go searching on my page, but I will also be posting it on my page later on. And as I mentioned, if you have missed any of the other natural remedies in this series, you can find all of those over at beverlyschlag.com. And you can also find some of the blogs that I have done previously, like the ones in this series are immune boosters, detox boosters, sleep, anxiety, sugar, like how to eliminate sugar, and what sugar does to your body and things like that. And then also your self-care routine, like how to develop a self-care routine and other things. So I really appreciate you guys popping on today and saying hi, and I really love seeing comments and likes and hearts and everything. So make sure that you have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see y'all later. Bye.